Hiya, I'm Caity Baser. I'm here with the Student Pocket Guide, talking all things like life and dreams and music, aspirations and freshers and smiles and yeah. Student Pocket Guide. Student Pocket Guide. So well, that's how I remembered all of my GCSE revision. I turned it into a song. So I would sit there in my exams and just be there like Elizabeth the Third.
I don't know if it's too late to wish you a belated happy birthday.
It's never too late, and I would
It's too
appreciate
late.
it so much.
How did you celebrate your 21st?
I went to Cardiff. I had a show in Cardiff and I brought all my friends and family with me. And then we got an Airbnb and went out in the evening, had an Italian. And then last weekend, I had a massive party in Shoreditch with all my friends. It's amazing.
I first saw you on TikTok, like a lot of people, but I first saw you on TikTok in the early days, like 2 or 3 years ago. And I recently found out, I wanted to check this was true, that you had applied to go to uni, but then didn't go to uni because your music videos started taking off on TikTok.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah?
Yeah.
So what was you going to go to uni to study?
Music. I wanted to
Ah,
do music and music production. And then I was like, no, I'm just going to go out and do it.
good for you. And like, obviously, I mean, life must have changed a lot because it's not been that long time, right? I mean, it's been 2 to 3 years, but your life must have just completely changed in that time.
Oh yeah, completely. Also, it was weird because like for the first year, I couldn't really do anything because of COVID and stuff. Like I didn't really get the chance to go out and perform. Like my first performances were last year. So yeah, but it was crazy and like my life compared to when I was going to go to uni to now is just like ridiculous. But we're doing it.
Has it settled in yet? Like, or is it still like a shock? I mean, I know it's been 2 or 3 years later, but like I said, that is such a huge shift.
Yeah, everything every day. I'm like, wow. I wake up like, what could happen today? I don't know. But it's really cool. Yeah, I love it.
What's the craziest day you've had lately? Because obviously,
The craziest day.
yeah, you seem a lot of fun to be around, like constantly on the go. And I'm just wondering, like, is there a standout day that you've had lately? It's been a bit off the wall, a bit crazy.
I mean, I don't know if I can tell you this, but I found out I'm going to Australia
Oh wow,
in October.
amazing!
But you know now. I'm going to Australia, and that's really cool because I came from like a little shitty town in Southampton, and like going across the other side of the world was just like unrealistic and it was never gonna happen. And I'm like going to sing and to like meet people.
So
What?
this is part of the tour, is it?
No, it's like a oh yeah, I guess it is part of the tour, but it's not like me. It's like me just going to do shows to be like, hi Australia, I'm Caity.
I mean,
You
that
should.
is amazing. I'd love to go to Australia. I've never been. Wow, that'd be an amazing experience. And I was also going to talk about the tour side of things because obviously you've got this you've just finished the tour, right? But you've got another new exciting tour in the pipelines, Europe, US. So again, have you been to these places before? Where are you most looking forward to performing?
So I went to LA in April, and that was just like again, like it's just places that I never thought I'd go, like LA. That's like a movie town. Do you know what I mean? Like I would like look at that in the movies when I was growing up and be like, wow, that looks cool. And then I went and then I had my first show there, which was really cool. So I've been to New York before when I was little, but like I can't really remember it. All I remember is the big toy store. So it's gonna be cool to go back. um, but I don't know. I'm just excited that I get to like travel with what like comes naturally. It's just so cool. It's like how lucky could someone be? Like it's just amazing, and I'm so happy that I get to do
Dream
it.
job, dream job. I mean, in terms of your own music, what song are you most proud of and why?
I mean, every song is like a child, and it's like saying like, "Who's your favorite child?"
I know it's a tough question.
I'd say probably Pretty Boys, only because like I remember coming into the studio and just being like, I want to make a song that's just taking the piss out of boys because I'm sick of them just being so dumb and bleak. And then I literally made the song in like 10 minutes. They were like making the beat, and I was there just like explaining exactly what happened. And then, yeah, we recorded it. It was amazing.
And that, oh, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. And like we were all in like a big room and everyone was just like having the best time. Yeah, really cool.
A lot of your songs obviously talk about relationships and exes. Do you find it as like a way of being able to get back at exes?
The best sort of revenge ever is saying nothing and then seeing how great I'm doing.
Yeah.
Like, well, my only ex-boyfriend, he's such a loser. Like, I just don't like him at all. And like, there's been so many times where I could have like called him and been like, like, just fucking leave me alone. Oh my God. But I've just said nothing. I've said no things, no words, completely bye bye. But then my songs are on the radio and they're at you and they're amazing. And yeah.
Power, the power.
The power.
What's been your most awkward date?
I went on a date with this boy, and I really fancied him. And we were like 20 minutes into the date, and the food had like just come, and he gets a call from his friend, and his friend was like, "Oh, how long are you going to be? Because we're all going out." And then he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, what do you reckon? Like 10 minutes?"
No way.
And I was literally just there, like with the food not even touched, just like, yeah.
Yeah, make it 5.
Yeah.
Describe your perfect match.
My perfect match. Funny, cool, good sense of style. I'm not really that picky. I don't know. I just like people. Everyone asks me what my type is. I don't really have like a perfect match or a perfect like something. I'd say my perfect match would be, you know, that guy from what's his name? Did you ever see that 365 Days film? Did you ever see that?
Oh, I'm sorry, no.
But there's this like big, like gorgeous Italian man. He's like my perfect match. I can't remember what his name is. Michael Sorry, him.
What are the 3 most important things in your life right now?
Music, my family, and my friends.
Nice. And in terms of music, Leave Me Alone, obviously, latest track, wicked tune.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk about the video side of it as well, because it's just equally as good. Like, it's amazing. And the movie references that you put in there, really creative. Like, how much input do you have on the video side of the music that you produce?
So normally, the girl that directs my music videos is a girl called Callaway Breeze, who is an amazing, amazing talent. And most of the time, we'll sit down and we'll listen to the song, and then she'll come up with an idea, and then we'll like discuss it, and then we'll both have like little inputs. But mainly, it comes from her. But this time for Leave Me Alone, we were on tour actually, because I was writing Leave Me Alone on tour, and we were in a hotel room in Dublin, and it was like 2 a.m, and I was like, Annie, I've got the best idea. And then we like voice noted the idea for like 20 minutes. And I was like, what if I was just like looking amazing in this like in this bedroom, in this big house, and all these things are going on. And so I did that sort of side of things. And then Hallie brought in all the movie references and stuff, because they're like some of my favorite movies. So it was just cool to just bring it all in. And because she knows me so well, like she kind of like took it straight from my brain, like, and I took it from her, that we're always thinking the same thing. So yeah.
What is your favorite movie then?
All I can think of is Jaws. I love it because I love sharks and I love the sea, and like, yeah, I love the sea and sharks. So Jaws 1, 2, and 3.
Can we talk please about a future album? I mean, this is in the planning, right? Future album.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to us about this? I mean, I don't know how much planning you've done for it. Going to be like, please talk.
Well, obviously I want to release an album, obviously. Yeah. I have so many songs, and I'm literally in the studio right now, making more songs. I'm in the studio every day, and I've been posting them all on TikTok and like putting them on socials to see what people are feeling and stuff. But I want to, because sorry, I'm just going back on myself, but the thing is, I think like nowadays people like sit on music for too long, and it really annoys me. Like, no one cares that you've got new stuff coming. No one actually cares. You have to just like be like, oh, here is when it's going to happen, and here's why it's happening. So I've taken this new thing of like, post the stuff that you want to post, like the new music and stuff, and then collect it all together, and then that will be the album. Do you know what I mean?
And because is there going to be like a date in the future then that you've got to work towards and hold on to this music until then?
Yes, but like I'm making like, so I had like a planning meeting a few weeks ago and was like, right, this is exactly what's going to be on the album. Here's what I'm doing, la 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 la. And then 2 weeks later, I've been in the studio almost every day, and I've literally rewritten the whole album
Oh,
with
wow.
new, because I've like outdone myself, and that's like the ambition, isn't it? It's like giving people, oh, here's what I'm doing, la 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 la. But then I've just done this, and what do you think of this? So I'm just gonna keep doing that because I like that, because I like listening to what people want. Do you know what I mean? Because it's all good and well me enjoying the songs that I make, but if no one else is going to enjoy them with me, then it's just sad. Do you know what I mean?
They're gonna
So
love them, I'm sure.
I'm liking this sort of just like, what do you think vibe, you know? It's going well. It's, yeah, album in the future, 100%.
When do you, or when will you feel happy within yourself that it is ready? Like, when is it ready?
Like a month,
Yeah.
a month, maybe a month and a half.
And what about collaborations on the album? Is there any collaborations on there? Any that you can talk about?
Not as of yet, but if one, I'm sort of one for like, if it feels right, if it happens naturally, then fine. Like I don't want to like, you know, force anything, but
Are you
I'd love to have sort of, I really want to collaborate with Dolly Parton. How cool would that be?
Oh, wow. Wicked. Yeah,
Like,
yeah, absolutely wicked. Collaboration wise, Joel Corry was just a brilliant match. Great collaboration. What was it like working with him?
he is literally a dream come true. He is the nicest, kindest, sweetest, funniest man in the world. Like, he's so amazing. And like, we're best friends. I'm literally like little sister now. It's the best. I love him. He's so
Oh,
cute.
nice. And Ibiza, talk to us about Ibiza.
I love Ibiza. Bury me there. Yeah, been there 2 times with Joel, and then a few times with like my friends like last year and stuff. But it's just hilarious that like this time last year I was actually staying at Ibiza Rocks, beefing the security guards. And then this year I am performing at it with Joel Corry. It's hilarious, but I like it's amazing progression, you know.
And how are you finding that side of it, like fame? Because, you know, you must be getting recognized out and about nowadays. Like, and how are you finding it? Just walking down the streets, like 2 years ago, no one would have known you. Now you walk down the streets and people are going Caity Baser, probably.
But you know what it is? It's like I've waited my whole life, my whole 21 years of life, for someone to be like, "Oh my God, are you Caity Baser? Like, do you sing?" So now when people do it, I'm like, "Yes, that's me, it's me." Like my inner child is like, "Yeah." So I love it. It's great.
So you dream to be in the position that you are in now. You did dream that before.
Oh my God, yeah. And then some. My dreams are way bigger than what I'm doing now. It's just the process, isn't it? But
So what
it's
dreams do you have now that you're aiming towards?
just to be the biggest selling, most amazing, famous, touring worldwide, #1 hits singer in the whole world.
Cool. And I mean, I don't want to put a negative spin on it, but I want to ask this question because you are only 21 at the end of the day, and you must have to work really, really hard to achieve what you're achieving. Is there a sense of missing out, you know, going out with friends, or are you able to do both?
I mean, I think it's definitely less than what I could do last year. Like last year, I spent like every single day of summer with all my friends. And then now it's like every other weekend, like max. But like it's nice because it like makes me kind of work harder and then chill out more when I'm with them. Do you know what I mean?
So you don't have to compromise as such, really. Well, you do, but you don't lose out as such. So you
Yeah.
still, yeah,
And
nice.
also all the shows that I'm doing, I can like bring my friends with me, and like it's hilarious. Like last weekend at Cardiff, I was like, "Do you all want to come?" And they were like, "Yeah."
Oh,
So
cool.
yeah, it's really cool. I'm good at the moment. I don't know if that will change, but like right now, I'm really good.
And in terms of parties, it's going to be when this magazine comes out, it's going to be freshers. All the students are going to be going wild across the UK. Can you give them like a top house party tip, Caity Baser style?
House parties hit
Well, it doesn't mean to be that niche. Some kind of tip for freshers.
for freshers. Drink Barocca, and then hair of the dog it every day.